Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. It is Adam Drake with BVLive.com podcast. Hope you're ready for a fun episode because we've got young Brayden Stewart right here, man. I like that baby face you've got going there.
Actually,
facial hair.
Yeah,
well, I mean, he's trying to grow it out a little bit.
Clean shaven right now.
Yeah.
I can only grow the sideburns,
yeah.
Mutton chops.
Yeah,
See, that's better than me. I can't do any of it. Like it all has to go. It comes in patchy.
Yeah, y'all know like Marcus King and Charlie.
Oh
Starr,
yeah.
I wish I could pull it off, but I don't think I can.
That's true East Texas stuff there, though. It's
the patchy.
Silsby, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're like Southeast Texas though, not like that Northeast Texas or the Deep East Texas, like those Whiskey Myers boys.
Yeah.
We've also got Jared Lane over there. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. How's everybody going? Going or doing whatever the hell I'm trying to say.
I'm going, dude.
You know,
you are going tonight.
It's going all right because it is a Friday. So cheers, Slanche, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Poor Braden's just drinking a zero.
Nobody else.
I'm not getting started yet.
No, it's all right. This is Coca-Cola. I just poured in here. You know what I mean?
That's all I have is
Mexican
Sprite.
Cokes. Yeah.
So, I hear you.
All right. Hey, let's get into you, man. How long have you been hitting the road playing music?
Well, I started my junior year of high school a little bit.
Which seems like 3 years ago, probably.
Maybe 4.
Let's get that out of the way. How old are you?
I just turned 21 in April.
Oh, nice.
So,
happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
That's why he's drinking the Dr. Pepper. He's still not used to 21 yet.
April, yeah.
What day in April?
April 18th.
All right, you're right there next to me.
What are you?
21st.
Yeah, but like 45 years earlier. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids older than you.
Well, yeah, no, just like I put out like a record. It wasn't very good. I took it down, but yeah, like my junior year of high school. So
was the record come out your junior year of high school? Like you started playing, you're like, bro, I want to put this out now.
Yeah, well, so
Somebody had the bug.
Yeah, I was pretty. I've always been pretty obsessed with music, but yeah, I wrote a bunch of songs, and then I rented a studio out for a day, and I recorded like all the drums and the bass. And
did you do all that yourself?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Nice.
Again, I say it's a cool thing to say, but it wasn't very good.
Do you play all those?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do.
Okay.
But
you can stop with the sir thing. It's
being,
I feel old enough as it is.
See, I like it. I mean, not
Mom
that,
and Dad would be proud of you,
Yeah,
but I don't
it's
care.
that East Texas proud, man. I say yes sir, yes ma'am to everybody. You know, little girls come up to me at church like, yes ma'am, what I got to do for you today?
Right.
This is where that word's gonna slip because I don't.
Yeah.
No, but it's cool. Even though it might not have been the best quality, but to know that you had the drive to go and try to do it, then that's amazing.
Right.
And you can still look back on that and be very proud of it for what it was, because you know John Bauman's got that, you know, wrote 100 bad songs before the first good one. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I think that, you know, if you want to be good at this, goalposts kind of have to move a bunch. You know, so you start, and you know you're just learning the concept of like a verse and a chorus. Like, how do you do that effectively and cohesively, and where people will like it, and also it feels authentic. So I would say though, like the band, we put the band together in like 23. So I guess about 3 years we've been hitting the road like every weekend. You know, done a couple tours, put out some records. You
were telling me just right before this, but you had a local guy, kind of a local guy, but Aggie or some. Yeah. What was his name again?
He went to Blinn, I believe, but his name is Jackson Randolph.
Well, Jackson Randolph, but
yes,
in your band.
Oh, in my band, Ryan Powers. He lived up here. I don't think he went to school. I can't.
Oh, that's fine.
Forgive me, Ryan. I don't think he went to school up here.
Well,
I know he went to school.
We try to always connect all those things. Anybody playing in Braz Valley, and you have a lot of connections here with Zach Burnett, who's opening for you tonight. And although by the time anybody hears this, they probably saw the show.
Yeah,
those types of things. But we like that connection when we have guys like you in here, because I've heard about you. I've seen you. I've kind of followed a little bit of things, and what resonates with me the most is your guitar playing. Like, and I think that's kind of come through. I've seen some people brought up your name actually to Shannon, Canada.
Oh yeah,
about picking up. Hey, who should come play and open for Cross Canadian? And it's like your name came up like 3 or 4 times.
Very
and I was
cool.
like, All right.
Yeah,
Somebody's
yeah.
making some waves. So that's a great thing for you. And I hope that,
Hope that happens.
comes to fruition. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's all about that networking. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I met my fiance up here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I've spent a lot.
Fiance.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah. Yeah. We get married in September.
I was married at 21, and that's
Dude.
So was I.
that's how it goes.
And divorced at 25.
Well, we're 21 years in on that, so we're doing all right.
Oh,
Maybe that's an East Texas thing again.
That was, dude. She's incredible. But,
Congratulations,
yeah.
by
Thank
the way.
you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, I spent like most of 2025 and the end of 2024 like staying up here, and I've always kind of loved the Texas scene in general. For me, has always kind of been fascinating because it's so big and so wide, and like these different things come out of the different corners of it. And you know, I've always thought that was really cool. But getting down here was kind of my first like in a new scene, like watching.
Well, you got out of the woods.
Yeah.
You got out of the trees.
Yeah. But it was really rad getting to come up here and play some shows and hang out with people. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, growing up, who were you listening to? What was it that made you get that bug to say, I really want to play this? Because I first heard blank artist.
Dude, me and my dad, we listened to a lot of like metal music, like heavier stuff.
that comes through a little bit in your sound.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely something kind of in my blood. A lot of my family is very, even if they don't play, they're very like music oriented. Like they love music. And both my mom and my dad are products of the 90s, you know?
Okay.
So, I mean,
What?
like all the music they listened to, I became obsessed with, you know?
So when you say product of the 90s in metal, or is that more like the grunge? Is that like Alice in Chains? Is
Definitely.
that more still listening to Ozzy at that point? Or?
Yeah, I mean, like
Of
definitely,
course.
yeah, definitely.
I
the
mean,
grunge
everybody
stuff.
listens to Ozzy.
I mean,
So-
I love like Sepultura and
Okay.
you know, like all the industrial stuff. And I mean, Metallica's awesome. Megadeth is awesome.
Well, they're
Slayer's
the
awesome.
anthem of like hard rock.
Yeah. It's I like it. Kind of started off with like kind of the rock gods, like you know, like
Pantera.
and all that stuff. And so like, but immediately I think that it was something kind of in me to want to do it, like want to play guitar for sure. I don't know what exactly that is. I think that's just like.
Well, I think it suits right now in the world of, I mean, there's a big come up of what they're calling Texas grunge.
Yeah. Right.
And if that's the lane you live in, I think it's fine. I think it works because, I mean, what Treaty Oak's doing right now, what Giovanni,
Yeah, Cole
Hired Guns, and those guys.
Barnhill.
I mean, yeah, they're
Jackson Malone now. He's out here.
Kane
killing
and
it.
Bryce.
Right.
Like,
Right.
I mean, they're
it's heavier music. You know what I'm saying?
no, I love it. I'm a non-traditionalist, and
Right.
so I'm a product of that 90s.
Yeah.
You know, I was Nirvana, Alice in Chains. I'm 50 years old, so
Yeah.
that I mean, I went to high school in the early 90s,
Yeah.
and so. But yeah, I totally get it. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's kind of what sold me in getting into this. And but it was a band that just isn't the normal.
Right.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
where's this? Where's it been? Why aren't we doing this more? And then Whiskey Myers. That's not country.
No. Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like-
Well, but that's
But they
what.
play in the same world of all the country guys.
Yeah,
And
but that's what Texas Red Dirt is. It's that amalgamation. It's a little Southern rock. It's a little honky tonk. It's
Lot
a
more
little
electric guitar
It's a
into it.
little metal. Like everybody's got these different things to it. So where did you start to find what your sound was going to be? Growing up listening to that metal stuff, growing up listening to the rock stuff with your dad.
I think that it sounds like maybe a little pretentious, but like I think that I always had like a thing in me that was like do what nobody's doing, or like making it especially difficult on myself is like a thing. And so like to me, I think that was a lot of what kind of drew me to the 90s music, was how like kind of the stark difference between like the 80s stuff and then like there's like a hard like thumbprint. And
Yeah,
it's like,
you
this point
you go from the
on,
hair
it's
bands and the
to
glam metal
that.
to the grunge
Right.
that was just night
way
and day
different.
difference.
Yeah.
my favorite thing about that, and I'm a miss in there in about 10 years because I was raising babies, but
Yeah.
you know, Jack White and the White Stripes and those guys.
Dude,
like
absolutely.
that's a whole nother like step up from the grunge, and then it turned into that.
It's like punk music. You
Yeah,
know, it's
well,
like
it was a little more blues. And,
yeah.
And you're like, okay, where'd this come from? And you're like,
yeah.
and
so
you're getting the bass beat, you know, lines into there that like just draw you in, gives you goosebumps, and you're like, all right, I'm digging this. Where do
Now I
we
have
go with
Seven
that?
Nation Army stuck in my head right now.
Right.
It's like
But yeah, I think
one of the best walkout songs ever.
absolutely.
After Power, but
I just think that like kind of the age I was at, kind of naturally just being like an angsty guy, you know, and playing sports and all that. I think that that's a lot of what drew me to wanting to play, was because like something that I did that like nobody else did, you know, and scurry. And I think that was maybe the initial drive, was like wanting to create and wanting to like have a thing that was mine. I think that's kind of the story for a lot of people, is like learning what makes you like unique and trying a bunch of stuff out, and maybe already being obsessive or like, you know, wanting to be good at everything or whatever that is. I don't know exactly what it is, but that's definitely why I started. I think finding my sound ish though has kind of just been like, you know, just like the fact that like cats like Sturgill Simpson and Jason Isbell and Tyler Childers and, you know, those guys
Those
who
are
are
all
so
songwriters.
so against the grain, can do it. You know, like those cats sounded a whole lot more like I did than like the metal guys, and so like that was a thing. And I don't really sound like, you know, like I love Randy Rogers and all that stuff, but I don't like sound like that.
yeah.
And so, yeah, and then like songwriting, I love songwriting. It's like all I do. It's like what I do for work, you know?
One of the things that I noticed listening to your stuff the last couple of days was I definitely did hear that East Texas, you know, in your songs. I definitely heard a little Whiskey Myers in there.
Right.
And I got to thinking, I was like asking myself, how old is this kid? Was he growing up listening to Whiskey Myers? Were you listening to the same stuff that they were
Is he
listening
Cody
to?
Cannon's kid?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah.
And so I like that. But you also did a cover of Merle Haggard,
Right.
and that just kind of blew me away because you made it your own. You didn't just straight up go, all right, here's Working Man Blues and me with the style of Merle Haggard. It was you. It was your style. Talk a little bit about doing Working Man Blues.
Well, so this is another thing. When we put out the last record, we put it out and then like kind of immediately started talking about doing a deluxe version with like 2 old songs and then a cover. And at that time, not everybody, but we had some buzz, and people were kind of like, this is Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like, this kid, he sounds like Stevie Ray Vaughan. He plays like Stevie Ray Vaughan. And so our management and some people were kind of throwing out some covers, but again, in the band, we're all kind of like this. We were like, okay, this is what everybody's expecting us to do.
They're expecting you to throw in Texas Flood.
If
go right,
we're going to
go
do
left.
a cover, then that's what they're going to expect. And in no, I don't know. We were like, it would be funny and also really cool if we took like an old kind of traditional honky tonk song and made it that thing that people like about me right now, but it's something that we love and we want to like make our own, you know?
And I love that. And I think more people need to be doing exactly that. Like it's great to do a cover, right? Covers are so much
a
fun.
well-written song. Let it be a well-written song and put your twist to it.
What's your twist? What's your style? What are you doing to make it different and make it you? And that's what I like about rock music, you know, because he's the non-traditional guy. I don't know if you can tell, I'm the more traditional guy. But there's a place for all of it. And that's what I loved about Texas Red Dirt when I found it in 2002 was I was so used to listening to country radio and it was Kenny Chesney and Shania Twain and Keith Urban. I was like, this is fine.
Yeah.
But it's not moving
catchy.
me.
Yeah.
But then Ragweed, I found Ragweed
Absolutely,
and Fowler and Jack Ingram and Phil Pritchett. I'm like, wait, these are all completely different sounds, and they're so cool and they're so fun that this is what music should be. Like, you don't have to worry about being too honky tonk or being too rock. Put it together and just have fun, because that's what music's about. It shouldn't be formulaic.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, there's definitely like something to be said about being able to write like really great, catchy country songs. Like, that takes like a whole different mind.
Yeah.
That, like, you know, it's hard to develop. You kind
or even great catchy rock songs.
Absolutely,
You know, like
absolutely.
it's one of the same.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, writing something that like is authentic and appeals is like pretty cool thing to do. It's just never like, I don't know. There's something about like, to me, just like writing a song that feels good, like it feels like me, you know, show it to the band, we work it up and record it. That's like, I love that. Like that is cool to like bring the guys like something that is kind of either like a little personal or just something that I think is fun that I worked on. And it just kind of never ends up being, you know, catchy and sounds traditional. If it was that, then that's what we'd be, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, that's just not entirely what I do, you know.
This will throw some people off, but one of the guys that I really respect in music is like a Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
I had an NSYNC album, and it was the '90s. I had some blondish hair. Don't worry about it. It was.
You actually had hair.
Listen, I still got hair. I'm just lazy and don't want to have to do anything with it. I'm like, let me throw a hat on.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
but he could put out really whatever he wants because he's just letting it flow. Like he sang with Chris Stapleton, you know, years ago, and it was a natural fit. Like he didn't sound like he was trying. He didn't sound like he was, you know, putting on cowboy boots to sell records. Like I won't mention any other names. He's an artist, and so I was like, all right, that's cool. And then, you know, Kevin Fowler's the same way, where he was a hair metal rocker back in the '90s, and if he wanted to go and do that today, I'd be like, hell yeah, Kevin, let's go. Let's listen to more metal music.
Yeah, he just doesn't. His body's not going to let him do what he would want to do, I think, and which I would pay every bit of that. Like, I would go see that show in a heartbeat.
We need to call him and talk to him. Like Kevin, listen, let's do one show. Let's do one show at the Palace Theater where you are just putting on
Krager to do both that, and just like you got to go way outside your comfort zone.
Oh no! I want Krager to do the Tejano night, so he could be like the Tejano opener for the metal of band. Kevin Fowler, because that would just be so much fun.
Yeah.
As long as Alan's still there,
Duke. Yes, Huff can do anything. Huff will play everything up there. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about you being on the road. You've been on the road a little while, and I don't want to get you in trouble with the law, okay?
Okay, cool.
But I do love finding out about road stories because everybody's got road stories.
Right.
Something that will not incriminate you or any of the other members of your band, because we don't want anybody to go to jail.
Yeah.
Or anybody that you care about. And remember, you can use the word allegedly to get away from some of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We definitely have
had. You do what you gotta do.
Yeah. We'll throw him under the bus.
We definitely had some fun times and some scary stuff. Allegedly, I got a little too squirrely in this.
That's a good way to put
at this bar. We were on tour. We were in the East Coast.
East Coast.
I can't remember where we were at. Maybe like Pennsylvania. I think I can't remember.
You're getting that far out already?
Oh yeah. We've done a East Coast tour and a European tour. But anywho.
Sorry.
No. I'm thinking like, what happened? Okay, go to this bar, get squirrely, go back to the hotel room, and we all share one hotel room when we're like on the road.
And how many you got?
5.
5. All right, so
or now 6 with a photographer, but we try not to put her through 5 stinky guys in a room. But anywho, we get back to the hotel room, and I'm all geared up. And I kept calling room service on the hotel phone, just like I was being an idiot. But I accidentally called the cops, and they were like calling us a bunch of times from the hotel. And I was just messing with my drummer, who was trying to help the situation and be like, "We need to answer and tell them that we're fine." And I was just being an idiot, and I accidentally called the cops on the hotel phone one night. We're kind of a tame band other than that. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Listen, I'm not saying you have to have wild and crazy stories, okay? Yeah. But it's fun to have those where you look back 20 years from now when you and your fiance are 20 years in, and you got a couple of kids running around like, listen, we cannot tell them
Yeah.
about that time that we were in Pennsylvania and the cops actually came and they were like, what's in this hotel
Yeah,
room?
yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, don't worry about what's in the bathtub.
Right,
You know, like,
right,
you don't
right,
have
right.
to have those.
Right.
You
But
want-
so like, there's a lot of stories. There are a lot of really, really funny stories that just pertain to other members of the band. And I don't want to.
Throw them under the bus.
We had a.
So what this tells me though is that we need to talk to the photographer, and
She
she'll
will
tell
give
us
you-
everything.
She will give you the good.
I was
She'll,
like,
good
she'll be
information.
like at the
Much
end of The
better story.
Hangover,
Yeah.
right? She'll like, let me show you the camera
Yeah,
roll,
this is-
and you're just
She-
like,
she's
is that a
gonna
bear
go
on
through
cocaine?
Yeah.
Like her middle name's allegedly.
Yeah.
Like-
She will be more than willing because she's usually the
Babysitting
more
y'all.
tame one and making sure everything's fine.
So I've not met her, so I'm just gonna say this out. So she'd be kind of a den mom for you.
We call it the band dad. She's
Yeah?
the band dad.
Band dad?
She's the band dad.
How did you come up with having a female photographer / band dad for what you guys are doing?
Well, she knew my guitar player Ryan, who I was just talking about from high school. She started when she went to college. She was doing pictures and like running media for, or like doing like house media for Brewster Street, I think, in Corpus Christi.
Yeah, very cool.
And then she moved back, I believe, and like on the tail end of our East Coast tour, and she came to one of the shows, and then just kind of hasn't. We were just like, "You're just going to shoot for us now," and she hasn't left since.
What's her name?
Her name is Faith.
Faith. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, she's rad.
Very
she
tolerable.
Very, we're tolerable to her. That's what matters.
Good at putting y'all in your place, as most women are.
Yeah, for the most part. We again, a group a group of guys that are on the road.
For 21-year-olds engaged,
we are.
like, he's got to be somewhat tame in some level.
I can't. It's not like I'm gonna get out and
Get squirrely.
get squirrely. I'm a tame guy. Also, I gotta sing. I always wish I was just a guitar player in a band.
Yeah.
Because then I could have all the fun I wanted and not have to
keep
worry
your
about
voice.
singing. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've kind of had to chill out on some things because I just can't sing.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm the non-musician. Well, I don't. Adam's not much of a musician either, but I'm 100% no musician at all. I'm
Right.
a former athlete. If anything, I've had
yeah,
any
me too.
skill.
I don't know if you can like tell.
No, it's all right.
You look
in
like
my
a
sense
lineman
but
over
I do
here.
have a question for, and I always want to ask everybody, and I'm just going to ask you. You're one of the first ones I'm asking this. Is like, how the hell do y'all remember all those lyrics? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm sitting there. We've seen like Brock DeWald came in here, and he's got Walt Wilkins playing on Sunday here in town. Which, if you have never seen Walt, it's one of the best songwriters in Texas.
Yeah.
Guy's probably written 1,000 songs.
Right.
And you're like, how the hell do you remember any of these lyrics? Like,
Right.
to go play even 15 songs.
Yeah. For me, in my
Is
songs.
it a true skill set? Sorry.
No. I think for me and like my songs, it's like most of them have like a kind of a vein that runs through. Like there's like a story, and like I mess up a lot of lyrics. I'll be honest with you, but like,
I think everybody would.
Right.
100% get that. But
Yeah.
it's always fascinated me. It's like, do you really have to have this like crazy memory to like know this? Is there?
Yeah.
Or is it
trick
more
to the-
muscle memory?
yeah, I think it's muscle memory. Also, I think that like if you're writing songs that you like, you want to get all the words in. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like trying to make sure that happens. Like I want people to hear the lyrics in the song, and I play them a lot. Like I never like really go like a week without like playing and singing.
Sure.
So I think that it's definitely muscle memory. I don't know how much of a. Also, okay, I think that, and I believe this, to be a good songwriter, I really think you have to have kind of a sharp memory. You know what I'm
I would
saying?
think so, too.
You kind of have to remember.
And a sharp wit, and I think those
Yeah.
kind of go hand in hand. Like
Right.
some of the wittiest people I know
Right.
have a
They're
really
very
good memory
funny
to
and-
be able to bring it apart.
Right. So I think that like, it's just kind of something I've always like sort of had is like a good memory. Like I can remember things that like maybe most people wouldn't, or like such small detail, like such minute details in things that just kind of like live with me. And a lot of people that I know, even if they don't have like a great memory, they're like very funny, or they're very, like just like smart people, you know what I'm saying? That they write really good songs. And I think that all kind of goes hand in hand, like having a sharper, like a sharp edge, like a sharp mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I have that. I'm just saying that I think that you have to have that to be like a good songwriter. When
it comes to writing those songs, do you find yourself gravitating more towards clever songs, or just straight up, here's what I'm feeling type songs?
Clever for sure. I think that like my favorite songs, you could listen to them and like it doesn't sound like they wrote it. It just kind of sounds like those words should be there. And like in this, like my favorite, it's like hard to explain. You don't want people to like sit down and you're playing your songs and it kind of feels like a self-help guide, or like, this is how I've been feeling. This is like, and there is definitely like a time and place for those songs. I believe that if you have like some very strong feelings, it's great to get them out, and songwriting is a great way to do that. But for me, it's like trying to capture people, maybe like saying something that like in a way that maybe you haven't even thought about it before, you know, or saying something that if I said to you would be kind of funny, but in the context of the song, like it's not like, I don't know how to explain
it. It means something different, right? You know, if we're just, you know, it might be an inside joke between the three of us. You put that in a song
where you two would know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's all who needs to hear it. But like one of my favorite,
you need more people to hear it.
right. Like one of my favorite lines is there's a Jason Isbell song where he's talking about being so messed up that the girl on the street wouldn't even take his money. And like, it's kind of a dark thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But if you're saying that to something, like I'm telling you a story, like I was so messed up, whatever, wouldn't even, you know, that's funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like,
and then you hear that, you're like,
that's wrong.
Dude, that's dark.
Right.
Like that's terrible.
Right. That's like J.D. Graham songs, and you're just like,
oh man.
Yeah.
Like, but they're like reality dark.
Yes.
And he wants you to just sit there and cry, and I'm like, thanks, J.D.
But yeah, that's like, to me, that's like brilliant. Like,
sure.
Saying, you know.
But, you know, you're talking about a little bit of the rock side of things, but one thing that I've always noticed throughout, I mean, my history of listening to music over the last 40-something years is I sit there and think about rock bands or even like Whiskey Myers, and where they kind of shot through the, you know, through the glass or whatever, break the glass.
Yeah.
And the glass ceiling was playing a ballad.
Right.
You know,
right.
like, what is it?
Broken
Window. Like, that's not a norm for them, but that's their biggest song that anybody knows. I mean, for the most part, right?
Also, there's no chorus in that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like a story.
And it's just gut-wrenching, horrible, like, story of a song. You're like, that poor girl.
Right.
But that poor guy at the same time, you know, like what makes it so great is the story.
Yeah. Every rose has its thorn. Like that song is what kind of like, was it Poison, I think?
Yeah.
Yep.
That just stratosphere. You're like,
yeah,
that was a song just broken down. It's almost like an acoustic. Wasn't quite, but basically was.
I mean, you put a twang and a fiddle to it, and it could have been on country radio at the exact same time.
Yeah. And they killed with that song, and you're just like, so you have anything out there like that kind of slows everything down? And
we have a couple things.
I noticed that listening because you do have that
he does
rock
a good
side
job of listening to everything. I'm horrible about it. I'm like,
it's all right, dude.
No, I'm gonna come check you out tonight.
Please do.
Like,
you'll see we're going to start who is this band? Like they're very rocking, and then there's going to be a hard line.
You mentioned the stuff, and I've heard it, and I've seen it, and I've also, like, you know, people, and I would hate to have this on me, but people are like, oh, it's like he's a young Stevie Ray Vaughan. And I'm like, man, that's a lot of pressure. Like,
yeah.
It's like, do your thing. No one should ever have to like try to get there.
Right. It's a big like expectation to have. Because like there are a lot of like Stevie Ray, like,
well, let it off your shoulders, man. That's not fair to anybody, especially a 21-year-old kid. Like I was like, that's a god in Texas.
Yeah. Well, it's cool to have comparisons. I think it's cool if people have to. You know, I think that.
Well, if you're getting that comparison,
it's a
kudos
compliment.
to you.
It's a compliment,
100%.
But that's how people make sense of things, man. That's, you know, you hear Whiskey Myers, and you hear another like Blackberry Smoke, and you're like, I heard Whiskey Myers through Blackberry Smoke, so I kind of lump them in together as like maybe like the same genre, even though they do different things. It's very similar. And then like you're like, I love Whiskey Myers, I love Blackberry Smoke. They love ZZ Top, and so now I'm kind of lumping this whole thing together in my mind.
Oh, they're the next Allman Brothers.
Right,
they're the next,
Allman Brothers.
you know.
They're the next.
Well, and I would fall into is like I fell in love with Brent Cobb from all those guys.
You know Ben Chapman?
Yes.
Yeah.
I met Ben Chapman this year in Mile Zero. It's like
what a killer!
What a player!
Oh yeah,
the guy can. I was mesmerized. He and Adam Hood played at Mile Zero, and I'm like, this is BS.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so
how are
good.
you playing that way?
Yeah.
Like with an acoustic.
Yeah.
I was like,
To me, it's taking those comparisons and being able to not let the weight bear you down.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take again Cody Johnson, for example. Oh, he's the next George Strait. And Cody's like, look, I'm a rodeo cowboy. I'm a country singer. I grew up listening to George Strait.
Brooks is what he is.
But he's also, but to me, the more accurate description is he's Chris Ledoux.
Yeah,
And, I mean, he's a
He's what Garth Brooks
cowboy,
wanted to
and
be.
he is a he runs around on the stage. He puts on a show. He rides a horse, but he's never let that comparison hold him down. He's still going to continue to do what he does.
Right.
And I think, from what I can tell, being compared to Stevie Ray Vaughan and stuff, you still got to continue to do what you do. And so far, from what I've heard, man, you're doing it really well.
Thank you. Yeah, again, it's, having comparisons like that is cool, but like, you kind of, I'm willing to let people down who think that I'm the young Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like, I'm willing to kind of, maybe that's how you find me, and then you hear my other stuff and you're like, that's not Stevie Ray Vaughan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But hopefully people will still dig that,
hopefully
right?
people will stick around. You know
well,
what
the
I'm
one
saying?
thing I would play off of it a little bit, just if you can even do an acoustic show where it's just you and an electric guitar and doing kind of what Stevie used to do. And it's like, most of it's playing. Like, no one cared about Stevie's vocals. Like,
I love Stevie's vocals.
But Stevie's vocals were great, man.
I mean, they were what they were, but it was not about that.
Well, no, I mean,
but, package, man.
But that's the same with any blues musician. Period.
100%.
Nobody was buying tickets for BB King to listen. You know,
I would buy a million tickets to listen to Howlin' Wolf.
But great voices. But you go for the musicianship.
Yeah. Well,
that voice,
it's pulling something out of you, and it's emotive. Blues music. I mean, I'm not like amazingly versed in all of it. Like I love it so much. Deep. I love it so. I've heard so much of it. I listen to it a lot, but I'm not like, that's a big, it's a big Mount Everest. But like, like BB King, dude, and like Gary Moore, and like now, like, I mean, Gary Clark Jr. and Marcus King, and
Marcus King is
incredible. Tab Benoit,
and no one really knows who he is, and they know who he is, but like,
again, another guy who such a phenomenal player, incredible singer. I think that my favorite thing about Stevie is it just kind of feels like the guitar just feels like an extension of his voice.
Yeah.
And his
another
voice
one
feels like an extension.
Some of those names is Drayton Farley. I love.
Oh, dude, Drayton Farley's awesome.
And that people are like, who is that? And I'm like, just keep listening. Like, you get into Pony Bradshaw, you get into those guys, and you're like, you just circle around those people. And you're
John R. Miller, dude, like all those cats. Well, it's Spotify now too. You can go and listen to whatever you
John
want.
Fulbright.
Right click. All right, who are artists that sound like this? And I think that's the good and the bad with Spotify, right, or any of those streaming services. Because used to, you relied on the radio to be able to do that for you.
Yeah. For
a long time, radio did not do that for you. They said, here's George Strait, and now here's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And those artists were not A and B. They weren't similar. And so going to a Spotify and Apple Music, whatever you do, you're able to find that a lot more. And like, oh man, and I got into very much more on the traditional side. A young lady named Lauren Watkins. Never seen her, never heard her before, but a couple of years ago she popped up. So I gave her a listen. I was like, dang, this is really good. I love this.
Yeah.
And so I've listened to her. Again, never known if she's ever been in Texas before, but I really like her stuff. And I think that's a perfect way to find stuff. And so how have you found that working for you? Have you found people, like you said, you've already had these East Coast tours, you've had a European tour. Were they finding you that way, or was it because of who you were touring with that they tried to find you? Those
two were because of who we were touring with. We
You can name drop anybody. By the way, this is great.
Blacktop Mojo is like those are some of our buddies. They've kind of been like an older brother band to us. Me and Matt, me and Nathan, me and Malcolm, all those guys. I mean, I'm gonna have to name all of them now, or they're gonna like.
How come you didn't name me? You named Matt. That's
Scott and Kiefer and Kat and Quentin and Joe and all those cats. I know I'm gonna forget one, and they're not gonna let me forget about it.
Just say in your mama and them, and then you'll be all right.
But those boys are awesome and super great band. Oh, and Jack, I cannot forget Jack. Jack, their sound guy, their front of house guy, is such a beast.
If you don't give the sound guy any credit, dude, you're going to sound terrible next time you're on the road.
And I'm just learning all this, like with all these guys, and I'm like,
listen,
because we get our own little PA out here, which I don't know what the hell I'm doing with it. I'm calling Noel over at Palace half the time, like, hey, can you come do something?
Jack,
I don't know what I screwed up.
Anytime we have a show where we have to run sound, we either call Jack or our other buddy Lawrence to come help out. But Spotify helps a bunch. I think it's a double-edged sword, but like the other edge is a whole lot less dull than not putting it on Spotify.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you got to play that game. It doesn't matter who you are.
You have to play the game, or you can really fight against it, and that's super cool too. Shelby Stone, she didn't put her record on Spotify for a long time. She had it on Bandcamp, and you had to buy it.
Purpose.
And she did it that way, and she went out and she built an audience and built a loyal fan base, and they paid like you pay, and they paid for whatever she needed. From what I assume that it helped pay for their record and all that stuff. And then she put it on Spotify, and now the people that she's around now can hear it for free. But she worked so hard, and I mean, if you're Shelby Stone, you can kind of do whatever. But like, but
I've been telling you, it's like I mean, I've met Shelby 4 or 5 times. I've been cussed out by Shelby, and it's fair. I mean,
probably deserved.
She had every right to. I mean, I came at her. I didn't come at her. It's like I asked a question that she was tired of hearing.
Yeah.
That I think I just broke the straw that camel's back, and I was like, and I apologize, but it was some information that I got, and I was like, hey, and she laid into me, and I was like, I was so impressed that she did that at. What is she, 24, 25 years old?
To a 6'5", old dude.
She absolutely didn't give a blank.
Yeah.
And I was like, my wife's
good
standing
catch on
there
yourself,
right there
by
next
the
to
way.
me. And she's like, what did you do? And I'm like,
I asked a question. I'm so sorry.
That's what it was.
Dude.
But it was like,
Shelby's always been super sweet to us, but I can
and I absolutely say
her.
she's a firecracker when she wants to be, and that's what you have to be in this business. And having Dalton in her corner and helping her do what that, and I think don't quote me on this and don't take this to heart. I think Dalton and they created this new system, like
Absolutely.
where they held this, and I was like, I
Absolutely.
think it was kind of like let's try it this way and don't go to the masses right away. Let's cultivate this. And then she was impressive enough to the Canadas and getting tied into that opened some doors, and it's like, and that explosion's going to happen when you have those kind of numbers that hit you. Same thing for Gracie York that's open, and I think it's great when you have that.
Yeah.
I think that's why we talked about that earlier.
You've got that crew. You've got that.
You truly could have that opportunity as well in that circle at some point, because, like I told you, it's like people like put your name in that hat, and I was like, jump on it.
Yeah,
like
we're opening for her at Green Hall
also
next month. Yeah, with Parker Ryan. She and dude,
when Parker's here local,
Parker's great.
I love Parker.
She again, but they made their own thing. One day you will have to buy my records. You know what I'm saying? Like one day you'll have to buy my
100%.
records, and then you'll be able to hear them later. But like, it's a way to crowdfund. It's a way to get people to get the right people to hear your stuff. It's a way
that care to hear, and
people that care, like a true audience, a true fan base.
Well, she did the same thing with her merch, because I was trying to get her on our little side business, the Red Dirt Shirt Club, and like, it's just part of it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. It's a difficult thing to do, and to hold her own in what she's doing and kind of carve her own path at that age. And,
and I think you can do that today. And I think that's a great thing about the Texas and red dirt and Americana scene. Like people will like to do that. I will say on the other side of people not putting their stuff on Spotify, let's take Garth Brooks, for example. My kids have no idea who the hell he is.
Yeah.
And that legacy that he had of songs that my sister and I grew up listening to in the back of the car and in the back of the truck, listening to and just loving. My kids have never experienced that.
Unless
because
it's on
he
a
is
commercial.
But we don't. But again, we don't listen to mainstream radio. We don't listen to anything. Like we listen to Spotify as we're driving.
Yeah.
And that's how they know music. And so, I think it's great to be able to grow, like especially like Shelby, or if you wanted to do that, like, hey, we're going to do this for our true fans first. You get to buy it, and then 6 months later, you can put it out. I think that's a really, really cool business model. But on the other side, Garth, put your crap out on Spotify now.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Garth.
He's not going to listen to that.
At me right now.
He's next on my list. Thanks, Tom Segura, for knowing.
Garth, but I did see Chris Gaines
Oh, yeah?
on the road.
You saw
Ooh,
him?
weird.
I'm playing, guys. I'm playing.
Where'd you see him?
I never saw Chris Gaines.
Man, so let's talk a little bit more about your music, because you put out an album this year, and that's your first full length album.
Second.
Second full length album. What is it like? What kind of experience are you getting playing these songs live? Like, so you'll be at the Palace Theater tonight. Mm-hmm. What is it like coming here? Are you finding the crowd reactions hitting for you? Are you finding people already singing along to your songs?
Yeah, well, we've been able to play these songs for so long that, when the record came out, it was like, these songs are just out now. The ones that you guys have kind of, at least are like really tight group of fans that will follow, or are people that will like follow us around.
Like Lucas Jagno.
I don't like the word fans right now. No,
fans. I mean, that's what people are, and it's perfectly acceptable to have fans.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones who are going out and wanting to be there for
Absolutely.
you, and whether you have a closer relationship with them or not, like that's fans are great.
We need it, and I appreciate it so much. It's just like saying like my fans. It's like kind of gives me like the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
But like, there's some like catchy stuff on the record. There's some like, big choruses where it's just a couple words. It's really easy to sing along, but it's still like, really kind of gut punchy. Some of it is, people are singing back. People are coming to shows. We've done, 100, 200, 300, 400 tickets around where we're from, and we've done pretty decent at the Palace every time we've played there.
So how many times is this for you at the Palace?
Oh, I mean, a show, like I got booked. Like 3.
Second or 3,
I think
2 or 3. Yeah.
And then you've played the Tap.
I've played the Tap one time. I played it acoustic with Scott Allison and Zachary Burnett, who's opening tonight. But I used to go to the open mic at the Palace every week. I was out there every week.
You were saying you've played some other places here in town before that. You've played some frat parties back in the day, yeah?
Yeah. We played some tailgate stuff and some frat parties.
I think one of the things that people undervalue today is how important those things are. Because we had Corey Morrow in here a while back, and he talked about how
fan base.
One of the things that he did, and I know Pat Green did the same thing, and I know Granger Smith did the same thing. They came in and they played frat parties almost exclusively. Mm-hmm. And then once they finally got to a place to go, all right, I'm going to go play
the bar downtown.
The bar. All those frats were like, we are going.
Yeah.
Because they developed that relationship.
Yeah.
So how many frat bros are you expected to have
I guarantee you there'll be a group of them.
Yeah.
Well, school's not in.
No, but people have started moving back in already.
It's coming up.
Well, you're actually perfect timing because they got to do move out this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So it's move out. So they're back in to move out, but they'll find any excuse to
do not move out. Yeah.
All right, we packed up the living room. We need to go to the bar.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, well, definitely at the Tap, man. We anytime I'm at the Tap, I see somebody there that I know from the frat. We've done like 3 or 4 now.
That's funny though. It's like you bring all that, like not just a frat thing, but like Bo Phillips.
Yeah.
One of the first times we got it, Bo Phillips is Tony LaRue's big brother.
Oh yeah.
And so we did a Red Dirt Shirt Club thing with him, and he goes, he's like, I'm going to be in town next week. And I'm like,
what are you doing?
I'm like, what are you doing in College Station? He's like, I'm playing a tailgate because I've been playing this tailgate for like 7 or 8 years, and I'm like,
and the jackass has never once been like, "Hey, bro, I'm coming down." I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm sorry, I forgot that you lived back in College Station."
I was like, "That is so random," and I was like, and he's a great player. Like, you just see him, and he's like, "I just come in here for a tailgate."
Yeah.
But
in and out.
Outside of Spotify, outside of people finding you through who you're on tour with, and outside of frat parties and stuff, how are you finding your fans? How are you finding those people who want to come and see you? Are you super active on social media, or are you just doing
direct mail?
Very
you're sending out direct
mostly
mail,
carrier pigeon stuff.
Yeah, dude, those carrier pigeons are working overtime.
Yeah, they carry us there.
Nothing but Amish.
Yeah.
No, the Amish people were all over the place there for us.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, a lot of social media stuff. Really, just getting out, hitting the road. I think that the best way to keep a band alive and keep writing good music is a really one of my favorite. Todd Snyder. Y'all like Todd Snyder?
Yeah.
Love Todd Snyder. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He has a story where he's talking about, like, he was talking to this older songwriter, and the songwriter was telling him, in order to write good songs, essentially you have to keep your whole life to where you can pack it up and move it within 15 minutes. And I think that's really funny. But yeah, a lot of social media stuff, trying to hit the road, trying to stay on the road, it's hard to keep a band together already, but, putting myself in other places makes me write better songs too, so just trying to stay active and stay busy. It's how we're finding people.
So what's next for you? You've got your record that came out, not too long ago. You got something in the can? Are you getting ready to go to the studio, or you?
Dude, again,
You're constantly writing.
Constantly writing.
I have a publishing deal with Warner Chappell in Nashville, and I'm out there once a month writing, and so I come back. Every month I've got at least 5 to 10 songs.
Are they pushing you to do co-writes most of the time when you're out there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've got a cut on a Pecos record, Pecos and the Rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple other cuts that I'm working on now. I've got a cut with I've written with like Palmer Anthony and like Jordan Nix and all these Texas guys that have moved up to Nashville, and I have a bunch of cuts coming out with buddies like here soon. Like Scott Allison's about to put some stuff out. My buddy Cole Phillips is about to put Cole Stevens. Why do I call him Cole Phillips? Cole Stevens. He's about to put out like a record that I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that. But he's about to put out some songs that I helped write as well. And
you've been here most of the week playing guitar for Zach.
For Zach, yeah, dude. I'm always trying to find something.
You have a little ADD where ADHD where you just can't sit still.
Super bad.
Yeah.
Literally, me and.
Can you laser focus ADHD, or is it squirrel?
It's laser focus.
Squirrel.
Yeah,
Because I am squirrel all day long.
It's laser focus. It's very tunnel vision, but it's
that's good. That's a good ADHD on some level. It can be good and bad.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're doing, you tone it or hone it into.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus on
songwriting.
And it makes it doesn't ever bother. Also, my fiance's name is Faith. She never will voice it, but I do notice sometimes I'll sit in the house and I'll play for forever, bro. And I'll look back and she'll just be like on her phone, and I'm like, I'm sorry, dog. Like I'm being like pretty loud. You know what I'm saying? But no, yeah, I'm staying pretty busy.
Give it a while.
Yeah.
Pretty soon she's gonna throw some shit.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your drop.
Or like,
all right, hey, mark that for us, Jamie. Let me know where I need to edit that.
She will eventually throw something here. It's like, hey, I'm over it.
No, but
I'm over here watching Grey's Anatomy. Knock that off.
Yeah. She's like, I'm tired of the closed caption, and I need to listen.
Yeah, but
nobody's got time for this.
She's never like annoyed at me about that, but I can tell whenever I lose my keys for the 4th time in a day that she's like, bro, put the keys up. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, yeah.
Pretty soon you're not going to find a pick.
Dude, oh, bro.
She's just hiding them.
Yeah, I have to buy more picks. That might be where all my picks are going. She might have them.
It's already started.
Yeah,
she's already taken all the picks away from
He's
him.
walking around the house, babe, where's the pick?
Where are my picks?
He's just growing out his thumbnail so he can just...
She's like, I don't know.
Maybe like...
just bleeding.
Yeah.
He's calling her as soon as he walks out like, you been stealing my picks, babe?
Yeah. I forgot the question, but I was going somewhere.
No question.
Yeah, see
This
there's
is
the ADHD there, but that's fine. All right, so people want to find you. You said you're pretty active on social media.
Yeah.
Look there, center camera. That's all you.
Hello.
Let people know where they can find you and get all your information.
Oh yeah, you asked me what was in the can.
Oh yeah,
we're working on more music, and if you want to know what we have coming up, my website is thebraydenstewartband.com. Brayden Stewart Band was taken, I think. So whoever you are out there, hit me up. I got some words.
And it's with a Y too, by the way, which makes it even harder.
Even
like,
harder, yeah.
What do you mean the Brayden Stewart Band?
No, I'm playing. But yeah, I think it's thebraydenstewart.com or thebraydenstewartband.com. But Instagram is braydenstewart.tx. My TikTok is official Brayden Stewart, and my Facebook is just Brayden Stewart Music. You can go find me just about everywhere, man.
All right, we're gonna do some rapid fire before we wrap everything up. All right, so you finish out a night at a show. You're driving. Where are you stopping for food?
Oh, Whataburger or a QT.
Yeah.
If I can find one.
QT. What the hell's a QT?
Oh,
You don't know what QT?
I know what it is. I'm like,
okay.
what the hell is there that
Dude,
anybody
Cold
wants?
sandwiches, gas, Zen.
Gas.
You know what I'm saying? That's like all.
My post show meal,
I will
gas
never
and
get a
Zen.
Dude, I'm
If
telling you,
it's
man.
not going to be like Mrs. Baird's Donuts or something, I'm not doing it.
Dude,
like, I'm not getting some trash ass food. QT.
I think it's gas. You can think it's trash. I think it's
Whataburger.
when you're
in.
when you're on the way home with $20.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I'm a snack fiend. There's not a convenience store doesn't
Yeah.
know me.
I'm looking around for the oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah,
In here today.
it's
Looking
like
on.
I will wear out.
What's your 2 a.m. Whataburger meal?
Depends. If I'm getting squirrely, I'm probably going real hard. Probably a sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Oh.
That's whatever.
That's
but
heavy.
for the most part, it's a grilled chicken sandwich or a crispy chicken sandwich.
Oh, I
They've
like
got
that.
this
Look,
new
go.
thing. It's like a hot honey sandwich. Hot
Yeah,
honey
I
chicken
saw that on
I
the
haven't
app.
seen that one.
Gas, dude. It's
Yeah.
got like pimento cheese. It's got hot honey.
The most excited he's gotten in this whole interview is like,
dude,
let's
and
talk about
I
food.
love music. I love talking about music. But dude, you get me on a hot honey chicken sandwich, dude. God, I might freak out on you. I
See,
might get a hold of you.
my wife turned me on Bob's. It was like the ultimate. Like,
Yeah.
and that's an ultimate hangover like meal right there.
Yeah.
Sausage Bob.
Yeah.
Number
Dude.
21 with cheese, little ketchup.
Yeah.
Wear that out. It's like 3 bites.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Gone.
Like,
You-
go to bed.
You talked about being an athlete.
Athlete's a really
what-
generous term for what
All
I
right.
was.
What would you play
Because the
baseball?
band has
Yes.
to listen to this.
All right.
Like,
Yes, I played all the sports.
Okay.
ultimate frisbee.
So
Yeah.
so let's say baseball. What's your walk up music?
Hey baby, ¿qué pasó?
Yeah, you little Texas Tornadoes in there,
Oh yeah,
dude. I
Oh
love
wow,
that. I love
that's
that.
an interesting walk.
What was yours? Did they
God.
have that back then in the
No.
'90s?
No.
every rose has its
You know what
thorn.
kind of PA system we'd have to have like back then?
What would
called
your
Jack.
walk up song be today?
I honestly would probably do the White Stripes. I really would.
Yeah?
That's
Which one? What song?
the Seven Armies.
Seven
Nation Army.
Dude, Ball and a Biscuit.
Like,
Go listen to that
Yeah.
song.
like it's that should be your walkout song for tonight.
I think tonight we're doing a Bee Gees song. We're
Oh,
walking to the Bee
now you're
Gees.
getting in my world.
All right.
Oh,
now we're
bro,
doing yacht
talk,
rock.
Talk about the Bee Gees and Steely Dan.
Yeah. Little
Whiskey
Captain
Myers
Tennille.
Headstone would be mine. I love Headstone.
Yeah,
Man. That just
Whiskey Myers. You said,
yeah, Whiskey Myers Headstone. That
dude,
that
Dead
just
and
jams.
Bloated. Stone
Yeah,
Temple
that's a
Pilots.
good
Yeah.
one, too.
Oh yeah. It's hard to go wrong with STP.
Yeah, I love. That's my favorite. One of my favorite bands.
All right. Let's wrap it up. Let's say
55 minutes in. I like it.
Look at that.
all right. You get to pick one. You can have one as a comeback.
Okay.
Would you rather have CDs come back
Okay.
or tapes come back? Because you're a
Cassette
little
tapes?
too young for both of these, really.
I
But
remember like my dad used to have a big.
I remember my dad having
But it
this.
was like,
yeah.
but it was. I was very young, and like I think immediately it was like Pandora was next.
Yeah.
like Amazon Music.
But you never had, he didn't have.
I've never had like.
So I got to stop this. All right. How old are your parents?
born in
see,
80,
I don't
both
want
of
to ask this
Okay,
question.
so they're not too mad. I mean, they're, they're mid 40s.
yeah, mid 40s.
We went to high school together, is what he's saying.
That tells me it's
Yeah.
like they're on the cusp of not having cassette tapes.
No, I had a cassette tape in my
from
truck
Silsbee.
growing
Everybody
up.
had cassette tapes.
Well, he's from BFE too, man. Like,
Hey, don't put no hate on Scurry, Rosser, Texas, dog.
No way.
Wildcats.
who's the pride? Who's the pride of Scurry, Texas? That's a
Me. No, I'm playing.
no. Is there any, so Silsbee, Texas? He makes fun of me. Silsbee.
Where is Silsbee at?
So Silsbee is about
the
20 minutes
swamp.
north of Beaumont.
Ah, okay.
So you're I-10, you hit Beaumont, you go north on 96, and there's Silsbee. Our claim to fame is World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and one time World's Strongest Man, and possibly, and I'm not even kidding about this,
Marcus King,
might be the strongest man who has ever lived, Mark Henry.
Mark Henry, yeah. I almost called him Marcus King. Dude,
Is this why you're such a big WWE guy?
listen.
No,
you talk about
but he did bring The
WWE,
Rock
bro.
to high school one time. That was pretty cool.
Dude, I
That'd be
used to love WWE.
Yeah.
I was all up in it, dude. We had a backyard wrestling league, dude. Me and my buddies.
All right, we're going to hit pause on this, and then we're going to start another hour of he and I talking about WWE for an hour.
I'm all up in the. I used to be all up in the
Yeah.
ECW.
But that's
Yeah.
exactly what I want to
ECW.
do with this show eventually is exactly that.
Yeah.
It's like we don't have to talk about music, we can talk about that. It's
But-
like, how
Yeah.
fun is that?
But Mark Henry is
Dude, the
is
world's
like the
strongest
pride of
slam,
Silsbee,
dude. I used
Texas.
to hit my brother with that all the time.
No,
the world's
he
It's called the world's strongest slam, dude.
Are you the
Picked up-
oldest?
Yes.
yeah, well, of
course, and
course
he's
he's
like-
the oldest.
He's
used
from
to-
Silsbee.
Yeah, Silsbee,
No
Texas.
way.
Weightlifting records, high school weightlifting records to this day.
Roids.
No, you look at this
I
cat.
think that
There's
guy, he didn't look too roided up. Maybe he was, but
no. That's,
sorry, Mark, if you're hearing this.
dude's legit.
I know
He's
you're
going to come
watching.
and find and beat your ass
Yeah.
now. So,
How old is he now?
I love Silsbee, Texas. I love Mark Henry.
doesn't matter.
That's a big.
I ain't
dude.
messing with him.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
don't.
mean, I'm
I
not
don't-
worried about Earl Campbell either.
He
He
can
can't
be-
move his wheelchair that fast.
Earl Campbell can't catch me.
Glenn
Today.
Campbell's awesome. Mike Campbell.
Glenn, you're talking about Campbell's now. You're
Yeah,
going
Mike
Glenn
Campbell. I think Mike Campbell is the.
Do you know who?
No,
Earl
Glenn
Campbell?
Campbell is the.
Do you know who Earl Campbell is?
Southern Nights. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I've played football games before. I played NFL.
I played Tecmo Bowl.
yeah,
I
come
know
on,
what that's all about.
He wasn't in Tecmo Bowl.
Technical rules. Retro Bowl.
John Elway football.
John Elway
Nintendo one.
football. All
All right, so
It's dragging on.
see,
Oblivion here to
that's the ADD just
Yeah,
going down the
seriously.
way there.
Yeah.
But man, it was so great to get in, to talk with you. And next time you come in, what we will do is we'll talk a little bit more about the other stuff that's not just the music side of
Yeah.
things, because there's so much that we as a music community can do for each other, and a lot of that doesn't always have to revolve around music, because a lot of things that bring people in to a fandom is being able to connect with you on a personal level. And you know, there are people that they go to shows because, man, I sat and had a beer with that guy one time, and then he played music and he seemed pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So they become lifelong fans,
Yeah.
and you find that at different festivals that you go to.
Another thing we talked a little bit earlier, right when we were walking in, is we're going to start a songwriters night here in Bryan College Station, mainly here, working on some Tuesday events, like at least one Tuesday a month, maybe a couple Tuesdays a month. But I know you said you've come into town, done some open mics. Love to have you come in and do songwriters night, working with some other local artists like
Right.
Zach and those guys to come in here and create that community to build that
Yeah.
can at least spin some ideas off
Jake
of each
Wesley.
other.
Did y'all do
Oh,
something
yeah.
with
Dude,
Jake Wesley?
Jake's great. Yeah, we had him a
yeah.
couple of weeks ago
Cool,
too.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen his name.
He is
pop up
so stinking talented.
Yeah.
Like quietly hasn't played a whole lot around here.
Yeah.
But I heard him play. I don't know.
Go
Yeah.
find the story that he tells about meeting Wyatt Flores. We posted that a while back,
Yeah, that was
Really?
and it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And so
He fanboyed a
humble
little bit.
guy, man. He's pretty chill.
oh god, this kid's
Sorry, we
coming
dragged
back
this
around.
on.
No,
Brayden, this is
no.
a great interview. I
Absolutely,
appreciate it.
man.
This has been probably my favorite so far. Just
Yeah,
I've had a
because we're
blast,
winging
boys.
it.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's because you have a cool cup going on over there, and he's just got a Dr. Pepper. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the BVLive.com podcast with Brayden Stewart and Jared Lane. I am Adam Drake, and we have got a lot more for you on our website. Go online right now to BVLive.com. Not only can you find all the concerts that are coming around, and if there's a concert that's happening in the Brazos Valley that's not on there, let us know about it. bvlive.com/events, and you can actually submit your own show right there. And of course, our concert calendar is brought to you by where we're sitting at right now, the great Parker Aston. Reach out to the Parker Aston, the Parker Aston. Yeah, I got to put that minus sign, that dash there. Yep. theparker-aston.com, and find out about all the events that you can have here, birthdays, anniversaries. Maybe it's a just because party that you want to have. And be sure to ask about what goes on in the library here at the Parker Aston. You're definitely going to want to find out what goes on back there. A lot more than just reading books, but there are some books you can read as well. So check that out, and online, bvlive.com. That's where we keep all of our events. We've got articles on there from local artist spotlights that we do. We give you some hints and some tips and things that you can find here in the Brazos Valley, bvlive.com. And of course, if you're a sponsor who says, you know what I'd really like to do? I like what you guys are doing. This podcast seemed really cool. And we want to talk with you about your WWE fandom, Adam. I want to come in and do this. I will gladly do that. And I will also put your name right here. I will put your sponsorship information right here. And you can say, look, everybody, here's my name on this cool podcast. And if you go online to bvlive.com, you can find all that information as well. So for Jared Lane and with Brayden, I
said thank you.
And with Brayden hanging out here with us, thank you all so much for hanging out, and we will be back very soon. We'll see you later.